welcome to Supernatural Entertainment System, your number one source for paranormal news, discussion, and of course, fun. I'm Gavin.
I am Philip.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Jerry.
This is episode 5, everybody.
Hooray!
Hey! There are now more episodes than there are presenters on this show.
Hey!
Spiritual or real?
Outnumbered.
By
Real.
ghosts.
Real. How you feeling? Everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, pumped, amped to go. I'm going to switch a light on. Click.
When Chris was making coffee upstairs and he told me that Jerry and him were both pumped.
Yeah.
We are both pumped.
That's not what he
Pumped.
said, man. He said they've both been pumping.
Are you joking?
Yeah, they're respective partners, though, not each other.
Oh.
Save, Philip. Save.
Thanks, man. Notice
good.
I didn't get offered a coffee in my own house.
You've got a cider?
Don't anymore.
A fruity
Give me
fucking
that.
I
cider?
don't anymore. Anyway, right.
Yes.
That's enough. Shut up.
Okay, sorry.
I'm here to talk to you about your personal lives. So let's go into a section we like to call extra personal perception.
So, extra personal perception. What has everyone been up to? Jerry, have you let the supernatural into your life this week?
No, not even a wee bit. I'm
Mate,
really
come
sorry.
on.
I've been trying. I can't find
You
any.
have been busy, though.
Yeah, I have been busy. I have been, let the readers at home hear this, been transitioning. It's a difficult time in life from one state to another. I've got a new job.
Oh, okay.
Not lycanthropy.
No, not like anthropy. No. So that's all I've done. All I've done is go, oh shit, I've got a new job. Oh shit, I need to do this, need to do this. So that's been me. I have no chat other than I've got a new job.
Oh, how does it feel to be the new boy once again?
Oh, it's so good. Today the buzzer went and I couldn't figure it out. And everyone's like, left. It's the one at your feet. It was like being a nightmare. I was like, ah!
I'm dying, my skin's
It's like
falling
Green
off my
Sleeves
face.
was playing from a speaker somewhere and I couldn't turn it off.
I'm sure that much like we have, the listeners, the readers, I should say, have taken you to their hearts. This will happen with the people at
Thank
your
you.
new job.
That's a strong sentiment. Thanks for saying that. I'll tell them all that tomorrow. You know that Supernatural podcast I do?
Uh-huh.
They're like, what?
For a split second, I was like, did he mention this to you already? People at my work have no idea. I've been there for like 2 years.
Gavin?
I said last time I was going to get a slushy machine. My birthday came around and I got one for my birthday.
Oh, you're lucky duck.
So all I've been doing, crushed ice and syrup
Yeah.
constantly.
Aye.
Absolutely constantly. Let's have a wee quick rundown. Everyone's favourite slushy flavours. Philip?
Blue.
Blue raspberry, also my favourite.
Blue raspberry. Yeah.
Blue raspberry. Jerry?
Start. Mine is lemon and lime, Gavin, the one
Lemon
you
and
cannot
lime.
get.
Perfect.
What flavours did you get with your machine?
Loads, man. I got cola,
Uh-huh.
raspberry, strawberry, orange, anything you want. You
Yeah.
got it.
Well, when we spoke on your birthday, you talked about a tenant slushy.
Yes.
How's that gone?
Not well. It didn't taste particularly great. I did put margarita mix in it though, and it tasted amazing.
Margarita mix
Yeah.
in with the tenants.
And not in with the tenants. I just did margarita mix and tenants together. Left the slushy machine out it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk once you've done that.
So, like, what happens when you run out? Do you use soda stream type syrups? Or?
I think you can just get these syrups anywhere.
Yeah.
They are readily available at like scumbag supermarkets.
Oh,
So we'll just head down to your home bargains.
I love it. Absolutely j'adore.
Yeah. Philip, what you been up to?
I have been holidaying in the land of Iran.
Ugh, yuck.
How was that, Aaron?
Samus, the capital city of Samus.
I have come home again, and now I've started growing a beard.
Yeah.
That's
I noticed that.
basically my life in the last couple of days. No supernatural occurrences, sadly, really sadly. I was expecting to see at least something. On Arran, I
Right.
did go up on a walk into the mountains and saw a giant's grave.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
That's right. Yep.
Do you
No
think-
giant's bones in it, though, sadly. Just
digging all
just
night.
midges.
Digging all night.
I know. Waste of my fucking time.
Do you think that perhaps your supernatural experiences that you had before you grew the beard? Think about that. Maybe it's your
Maybe.
Samson
Yeah.
style powers coming from your beard.
What do you think? Warding off
Maybe.
the beasts?
Maybe. I'm a little put off.
Yeah, it's very
So imagine
possible.
something from another realm.
That is the ultimate goal. Is to put everybody off, because you were trying to snog me a lot.
That's true. And now we're getting all fuzzy.
Yeah. Getting sparks.
What's it like when you guys kiss? Is it
Electric.
electric?
Makes me feel like I'm 21 again.
Stinking.
Glad I asked.
Taste of what's it? Chris, how are you?
I'm very well. I, much like yourself, I've done nothing.
No?
I find that hard
but
to-
minus Aaron.
Wait, that's not true. Christopher, you sent a video to us. Your child took his first proper steps on his own.
been walking for ages. No, it's yes, my child has been started to walk.
Yeah.
Any
I've not been doing anything.
developments in that? I noticed in the video he was holding both his hands up like an orangutan,
Yes,
and I imagined that he was perhaps being helped by a spirit.
that's possible.
A ghost in a bonnet.
That is actually true, because when he was walking with me, he would like up his hand would be up when he'd be holding my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And now no one's there, but he's still doing that. Who's
still
holding
doing
his
that.
hand?
I think if he walked on the beach, you'd see 2 sets of footprints.
Yes, his,
What hoofs beside him?
Yes,
his and Jesus.
definitely.
Fucking Baphomet.
So we've been a busy bunch, but it's
Half
not.
of us have.
Yeah, it's not all about us. So you know what I mean. It's about the world of paranormal. Jerry, you know yourself that it's time to investigate a little more into what's happening news-wise.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, good link.
Thanks. And so, it's time for news.
It is, Phil. Phil, now look, the big question, leading off from last month's news story, Phil. Last month you told us about Uri Geller meeting John Lennon. John Lennon gave him a metallic egg, which Lennon received when he was abducted by aliens.
Yes.
Of course, we know that to be fact.
Of course.
Egg watch.
Geller believed the egg to be very psychically powerful, and we weren't sure what he was going to do with it. So this prompted this new segment, which we call Egg Watch.
Egg watch.
Phil, please let us know, does Uri Geller still have his alien egg?
He does. At the moment, he does.
Okay.
I confirmed with him just yesterday.
Okay.
Unless anything's changed in the last 24 hours,
Certainly hope not.
the egg is still in the possession of Uri Geller.
Perfect, thank God for that.
Egg watch.
Did anyone have a good news story to lead with?
Chris, go for it.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't read it all the way through.
This
In true Geshcast style.
news lottery.
So, 2 pervy ghosts haunt pole dancing club after taking a fancy to a female instructor.
Yes.
Here we go.
So, a pair of ghouls apparently won't leave Wendy Reardon's club, but she says, I don't care what dimension they're in. If you watch, you pay.
Yes, I like it.
So, there's a couple of photos. I've actually got the photos here. So,
Imagine this
Send
one's
them
got
round.
a
I'll
cigarette.
I'll tell you what,
Website.
I'll stick a big light on.
Aye, put in the big
it
light.
doesn't really matter. You can't see shit anyway. So, yeah, apparently that's 2 ghosts. Philip, can you confirm?
This look like two erect ghost penises.
We'll make sure to
Just
get these up on the
floating
website
there.
for you to have a look at.
Which does make sense because that would
does
be
look like-
where all their ectoplasm's rushing towards.
It
So
does look like a ghost willy.
it's a higher concentration.
That is definitely ghost members.
Members only.
Slime her.
That's freaky.
So yeah, these spooky pictures supposedly show 2 ghosts who haunt the pole dancing school. A pair of paranormal guests dropped off in to see Wendy Reardon and liked her move so much that they will not leave. The sultry 44-year-old shows her pupils a thing or two at the Gypsy Rose Exotic Fitness in Boston, USA, as the 2 friendly ghosts whirl round her body.
Part of the acne.
Wendy said, I asked a reputable psychic, and she said, there's definitely paranormal activity.
They all seem to do it. They all seem to find this paranormal activity no matter where they go.
Never heard a
Somehow,
psychic
yeah.
say, "No, mate, it's just
Nah,
noises.
none, yeah.
It's just a house settling."
Listen, I'll no charge you for a call out, but so I'll see you later.
No, if you watch, you pay. Says Wendy.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's, do you
yeah.
think there's distinct similarities between those 2 ghosts whirring around her body and the 2 spectral orbs that Noel Edmonds has on either one of his shoulders to help him out in
I
daily
forgot to
life?
bring that up. I'd taken a note to talk about this in the show.
Yeah.
Noel Edmonds and his fear of electronic fog.
That's Gavin.
Was that your next part?
Shush.
Listen, I wanted to bring this up really quickly. right, before I
no. I've got the Noel Edmonds news, as Gavin trampled all over. But don't worry, there's more to it. There's more than the headline for Noel Edmonds, because he really gets into this.
Jerry
It's
assumes
like
I just read the headline, thanks.
It's like a Philip K. Dick exegesis. He could really get into this theory. But Noel Edmonds, death doesn't exist. The planet's biggest problem is electrosmog.
Amen.
In an extraordinary interview, the 66-year-old puts many of the planet's woes down to an electromagnetic imbalance around us. Everything's about energy, he says. We're surrounded by electromist, fog and smog. We're covering ourselves in the wrong sorts of electromagnetism.
Yep.
The Wi-Fi and all the systems that we're introducing into our lives are destroying our own natural electromagnetic fields. All you are is energy. Remember that. Happiness and positivity fascinate Noel, and he's planning to publish a book next year on the subject, which even goes so far as to explain death. If you want to be happy, you need to think of yourself as a container of energy. When you appreciate this, life becomes a lot more exciting. You don't live life. Life lives you.
Yes.
There isn't such
with him.
there isn't such a thing as death. It's just departure. You cannot die. He ends by saying, "It's been known for a very long time."
It is known.
Yeah, it's known. I would love to put that theory to the test with Noel
Well, I think.
and kill him.
I would love to be interviewing Noel Edmonds about Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
So no, so you've 10 years, been great. What are you doing? Actually, I want to talk about ElectroSmog.
Aye. Which did you say it was? Sorry.
66.
Because when I was reading the rest of it, he was saying that he goes and he uses a machine to like recalibrate his energy.
Yeah.
USB powered.
Yeah, and he's just like a lot of people. I mean, I've been using it for a long time, and people say I don't look my age. And you're like, he doesn't look his age.
No, but he does dye his facial hair, so maybe that's got something to do with it.
Are you kidding me on?
No Edmonds.
Do you know when I was in like high school, I got in with a bad crowd of ElectroSmog. Started smoking, doing a lot of pot.
Yeah.
Vaping.
Yeah, I can understand his point. But I do like his machine that he has to clear his house of ElectroSmog, which is also something you just plug in.
Apparently,
to the
it
wall.
cost him a lot of money.
It did. It cost him $2,000.
Which is like somebody went door to door with a USB. Like, I don't know.
Aye.
I think that's the problem. The guy went door to door with a USB, I don't know, and got to Noel Edmonds. He's like, finally,
Well,
the guy's delivered me an
He's like,
ElectroSmog.
is that an ElectroSmog thing? You're like, yeah.
Yep.
the only electrosmog machines
What?
you can really trust are Geshcast.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I
That's a
mean?
perfect
Just buy one from our
opportunity,
website. It's 3,000. I mean, it's more expensive than Knowles,
But it is guaranteed.
but it is guaranteed by
Guaranteed for 6
experts.
months. 6 months guarantee.
9 out of 10 experts said that ours was better.
I've been using it for 33 years, and I got ID'd last week.
He does look like he's 12.
That's true. He hasn't changed. Even from pictures like we went on holiday when we were like
Smooth
18,
as an otter.
you look exactly the same.
I do, and it's because of the electrosmog.
Look, boys, we all know Jack the Ripper was a human lizard hybrid used by the royalty of 1888 to silence potential threats to their power. Yeah.
It is known.
Tell
It
me
is
something I
known.
don't know, Gav.
So any Jack the Ripper news, that's worth reading here.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
He's a supernatural entity.
So basically, the body of infamous Victorian murderer Jack the Ripper's final victim is likely to be exhumed following the release of a new theory based on the identity of the killer. After seeing the new theory, the Ministry of Justice has indicated it will grant an exhumation licence for the grave of East End prostitute Mary Jane Kelly,
Mary Kelly.
played, of course, by
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham in the best film ever made, From
Yeah.
Hell. It's the first such a licence to be given for any of the Ripper's victims. It's off the back of some lad. He's written a book. It says the Ripper was this guy called Francis Craig, a journalist who reported on police courts in East End of London at that time. Basically saying that he's killed Kelly and then killed these other lassies to cover it up, to make it look like he's not just battered his wife and killed her, that it's a serial killer that's doing it.
Okay.
He adds that the murders of the 4 other women act as a cover. We'll see in the near future what twist this takes next, but will they have the answer? No.
No,
No.
no,
Because,
absolutely not.
As we know, Jack the Ripper was a human lizard hybrid used by the royalty of
Lizard
1888
hybrid,
to
yeah.
silence the potential threats to their power.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Listen, lads, what have you got planned for Halloween?
banging and hanging.
Hanging. Now, a firm supernatural entertainment system favourite is Ghostwatch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, one of my
Whereupon
favourite
Oh, yeah.
The
TV shows ever.
BBC performed what was believed to be an on-screen investigation into a house that was currently being haunted by Craig Charles,
But haunted by Craig Charles.
which led ultimately to the possession of
Michael Parkinson.
Michael
and the
Biggle
National
Parky
Seance.
as part of the National Seance. But now, Discovery's Destination America network will be broadcasting a live exorcism on the eve of Halloween this year.
Really?
That's exciting.
Okay.
So get ready to strap yourselves in for a real life ghost watch.
That is exciting. I didn't know
is
that.
exciting.
Will it be as frightening as pipes?
Well, there isn't a lot more exciting. or
Will it
frightening.
involve a lathe and cats?
Well, I don't know. I'm there if the cats are there.
Who knows? I don't know if Craig Charles is involved.
But
Sarah
she'd be.
Green, I don't think is alive, so she can't be.
We'll find out. Maybe she'll. Oh, maybe.
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 Exactly. So let's keep our diaries open
That's true. If you haven't,
and our minds.
let's keep it amazing. If you haven't seen Ghost Watch,
You should
readers,
watch Ghost Watch.
It's incredible. You can get it on DVD now freely. For years, you couldn't find it. Everyone here's seen it. Obviously, there's you wouldn't be allowed on the podcast if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. What was brilliant. My favourite bit was that, when
Have you genuinely not seen it?
I've not seen it.
That's
Really?
sickening.
I have not
You
seen
should
You
absolutely
will
watch it.
legitimately shit yourself. It starts
Yeah.
off all fun and games, but there's a couple of bits in it you're like, I like this.
Like and in fact, we ended up downloading it, and I was talking about how it really scared me as a kid when I watched it live, and I couldn't sleep, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, and you start watching it, and folk are like, you were scared of this, like, what's wrong with you? And then by the end of it, like, your missus was just like, right, okay, I'm going up to bed.
It is phenomenally well done.
Yeah.
It's amazing for something that was done in like the 1980s as a kids' TV prank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
It's amazing.
Well, next time we record, I'll bring the DVD. We'll all watch it. It takes like an hour or something. So.
Yeah.
Then do the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, if you can.
If you dare.
Bring a change of brakes.
I've always got to change the brakes, just never a mic stand.
Don't need one, Jerry. You've done quite a lot of good work there.
Does anyone else have any news they want to discuss?
No.
Because I have 2 quick pieces of space news.
Okay, so please hit me with your space debris.
They say in space no one can hear you scream, but they never said anything about Phil's back room. It's been a big month for space-related spookiness with the Curiosity rover on Mars. So let me turn the big light on again so you can see this picture.
Okay, please do.
People get the impression we're recording this in like pitch black. Crab-like facehugger spotted on Mars.
Oh, mate, I was going to do the crab-like facehugger spotted on Mars.
I just wanted to, because I wouldn't have done it, but there was 2 stories about things on Mars. So I thought that's too much to be
Serious business.
glossed over. Basically, it's a crab that they found that the Curiosity rover has taken a picture of. I'll just pass that round for you. They spotted this.
Wow.
It's a good picture of a
That
crab.
is a crab.
It's pretty crabby, isn't
That's
it?
heavy crab. God almighty.
There you go.
You'll be able to find this image and all the other images tonight on www.geshcast.com.
Get your
All the W's.
looking gear around that.
This also comes back
that's a
on another thing that the Curiosity rover came up with was a dark lady.
The ghost woman.
The ghost
of Mars.
woman.
Yes.
There's a grey lady on Mars.
That's right. Blue skies on Mars and now a grey lady. Essentially what's happened is they've taken this picture and websites like UFO Sightings Daily, right? Now they're saying that this is proof that there's life out there. The website came up with a description of what the dark shape is, claiming it's definitely a woman because her breasts are visible.
Yes.
I'll
She does
pass-
have bare breasts.
I'll pass the picture around in a second. They wrote,
How many?
Yeah.
The full 3?
Do they need somebody to come and weigh them?
oh, come on. Oh, come on now. The woman seems to have breasts, as indicated by the shadow on her chest. We also see 2 arms that are lighter in colour, and it looks to be a head with long hair. It's hard to tell if it's a living being or a statue of a being from long ago.
Wow.
However, a statue that small would be eroded or destroyed easily, so it's a high chance of being a living being, says this website, UFO
fair
Daily. Also, it's facing the Mars rover, watching it from a distance. This being is about 8 to 10 centimetres tall.
You're kidding.
Yep. This looks real, says the website, and should concern every country in the world that is life out there. And this is proof, so I'm just going to send this round.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And you can see the lady on
See,
Mars.
just to quickly discuss the crab, how Starship Troopers is the crab?
It looks like it came straight out of Glendathu, my friend.
Yes.
That does look like
Would you like to know more?
a lady looking off into the distance. A tiny little lady looking off into the distance.
Yeah, it does a little, doesn't it? I think this is one of the things that the guy who essentially runs this project with the Mars rover, they keep getting things through like this, and folk go, no, this looks like a fucking car. This looks like a... And the guy's like, there's not
Aye,
a
it
car
does,
up
but
there.
it's no, eh?
Aye, obviously it's not. That looks like a lassie. Aye, it does, kinda, but it's definitely not.
See,
Well, you say
Because it's
that.
on...
But
I like to think
keep
the
clicking
lassie
the
would
ads
have
though. Keep
a
clicking.
funny voice. She'd be like, "Hello, I'm Mars.
Alright, lads.
I think if
That's
you're
not
going to
funny. Just
spike,
cut that bit."
Nah, let's get
I think
in
if you're
now.
going to spike interest in travelling to Mars, then the best way to do it is to convince people that there are women up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Be like,
yeah,
look,
it's like-
man, there's fucking babes on Mars.
8 to 10 centimetre tall
Smoking
women.
hot, tiny babes. Yeah, little lily puddings cutting about that you can just, oof.
Little pontypines. You can just
Yeah.
stick up your butt.
Ted Heath will be there in a minute.
Oh,
Well, it would appear that that's the end of the news. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Thanks for listening to the show. Good night.
no.
Oh, whoa.
No, Gavin.
Hey, what is it?
It's not quite that simple.
Oh,
We
which
didn't
was?
come here just to wax lyrical.
Yep.
We came to find out which beast is the strongest, the most deadly, the most influential,
It's all on you now, Phil.
and the other ones.
Okay, well, basically, what we're going to do is we're going to
Murderous.
pit beast against beast, and we're going to find out which one is the cream of the creepy crop.
Exactly.
And we do that by the Geshcast Pentacle system, a patented system in which we find out, pit them again, you go ba 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 ba. And the first one of these things is physical strength. We find out, could they perhaps kick a hole right through a wall? Could they lift a shed? Could they rotate a helicopter without anyone knowing?
Second of which, murderousness, sheer body count. How many pricks can they kill?
Disgustery, how filthy and disgusting it is.
Influence, does it have a statue? Has it got his face in a box of cereal? That's influence.
And finally, the great level of the wild card.
So Chris now will delve into the black sack to provide our wild card of the evening.
Now, Chris, of course, did this last time. Now let's just find out if that's 2 in a row.
It is not.
So why don't we all just look at him? He's opening up the black sack as we speak.
Yep.
Bright lights are emanating from every orifice of his body and mind,
Delving his long fingernails into it,
taking on several different forms. The form of a crow.
making a high-pitched noise as
Yep,
he does
but
so.
I won't be able to edit out of the podcast at a later date.
When we need to get rid of all traces of Chris.
So,
Fear Factor?
Oh my god, it's just straight up a
Fear Factor, a
Guest
classic.
classic.
The Fear Factor.
The Fear Factor is back.
It's worth the wait.
How scary is
Last
this
picked,
thing?
in, last picked in 2014, the Fear Factor has been out.
So without further ado, let's each go around each one of our beasts, tell us all about them, and then we'll judge them. How's that?
I love the sound of that cat.
Sounds good.
Fun.
Yeah. So, folks, who wants to go first?
Anyone here?
I'll go first.
Jerry
I'll go
steps first into the danger arena.
I think that this will score poorly
Okay.
in
Just getting that out there.
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Well, I'll be the judge of that, Jerry.
Okay. Well, like every single creature on Supernatural Entertainment System, the Tanuki
Oh.
is a Japanese shapeshifter.
Yes.
Like everything. It's a shapeshifter.
much.
Japanese
They do
dungeon.
cover a lot of stuff.
Shapeshifter.
More
I
than
think
a
it's just
triple
one
changer.
thing. I think it's just one being, just shape-shifting
Just
a lot.
just goes on holiday to Japan. In its standard form, the Tanuki is a raccoon dog
Right?
Yeah.
with
Nice.
magical powers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The legendary Tanuki has 8 special traits that bring good fortune. Strap in, it's the list.
You're going to
Okay.
take us through them all?
Which 8 features? Number 7 is a killer. Which top facts does the Tanuki not want you to know?
Okay.
It has a hat to protect against trouble.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
It's
a builder.
It's got big eyes to see everything and help it make good decisions. It's got a sake bottle for virtue. It's got a big tail that provides steadiness and strength. It's got a promissory note that represents confidence. It's got a big belly that symbolises bold and calm decisiveness. It's got a friendly smile, and it has an oversized scrotum that symbolises financial luck.
Yep.
They don't got mad bills. They got mad balls.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Come on.
It's said they can stretch their testicular containment device to the size of 8 tatami mats, which is about 16 by 8 DeVitos. I did the maths. I actually worked it out with a calculator. Tanuki are usually seen using their gonads as sails for boats, fishing nets, umbrellas, and even swimming pools. They can turn them into weapons, drums, fans, and even umbrellas. Their testicles are often used as part of disguises. For example, if a Tanuki turns into a human shopkeeper, his testicles will transform into the shop.
Oh, okay.
And there are illustrations of this for you to enjoy it online.
Gosh, I'm into that.
I love this.
But definitely ruining my chances of murderousness. Tanuki are usually harmless, but not always. Many of them are happy do-gooders who just like to feel the breeze between their legs. But they eat some humans or spirit them away to be slaves to the gods. So they're generally quite nice, but sometimes they get the hunger.
They can get a bit handy.
Yeah. They adopt human names and practices and also love drinking and gambling. They're very corruptible, and some of them have got reputations as thieves, drunkards, liars, and cheats. Tanuki are tricksters and will use their abilities to transform into monsters in order to scare humans, mostly for laughs, and they love drumming on their big bellies, which they use to draw people off the beaten path until they're lost.
Oh, shit. So they're mischievous.
Mischievous, yep. As they've mellowed from evil spirits to cheeky chancellors, Tanuki have appeared in a lot of Japanese media. Studio Ghibli's Pompoku has them. And the Western version, they carried their pouches,
Okay.
Yeah.
but they weren't pouches. Nintendo games are rotten with them. Mario gets a Tanuki suit every 5 minutes, and Tom Nook is a Tanuki. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yep.
They're pretty well known in wider Japanese culture, with Tanuki statues in every restaurant and bar under the rising sun, with their big bollocks out for show. For show.
For show.
Fuck shit.
The Tanuki.
I like the
Tanuki.
Tanuki. That's it's nice to have something that is. I mean, it does sometimes spirit people away for slavery, but
The rest of the time it's just fun
Yeah.
and it's drumming on its bit.
Boom, boom, boom.
Belly song, belly
Big balls.
song.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh, bad Tanuki.
Animal Crossing not only has a Tanuki but also has a Kappa.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Can you use the same moves? on it?
Capping as a cap.
Does he bow a lot?
He doesn't know, but he does pilot a ship and sing you a wonderful song every time you want to travel to an island to collect shells.
Banging.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of Kappas, I've been playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 quite a lot, and Honda has a Kappa outfit as well.
Shut up.
Yep, it's
That's
pretty
amazing.
incredible.
How does that? What's that look like? What's that?
Looks like the Kappa, Jerry.
Really? For reals?
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll look it up later. I'll put it up on the website.
Yes, we will. Recent developments and kappas.
Who'd like to go next?
I'll happily go next
Excellent.
with the puck wedgie.
Okay.
You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. I was thinking the other day,
Puck-wedgie.
how much must To Unlimited be making off royalties? Because every single American sports
Yeah.
event, they always play To Unlimited.
Well, you know,
Those guys must be sitting back in their canal boats of Amsterdam, laughing. Ray and Anita
exactly.
from To Unlimited.
Eating their palm
Came back.
sweets.
Anyway, the Puckwidgie. Troll-like beings from North America, Wanponig folklore. That's North American native peoples.
Uh-huh.
How do they look? 2 to 3 feet tall, with features resembling a human, but with enlarged noses, fingers, and ears. Their skin is smooth grey, and they at times glow.
Okay.
Traits and abilities, Jerry, get ready for the list. They can appear and disappear at will.
Nice.
They can transform into a giant walking porcupine. They can attack people and kill. They can use magic.
Yes.
They can fire poison arrows from a crude bow.
Nice.
They can create fire at will and show a sheer delight at the flames.
Pyro.
One of the skills.
They can control the Tai Wankas, the souls of the dead.
That's a shady
That's
name.
handy, man.
I know it's a bit mean in it. The history of the Puckwidgie. The Puckwidgie were once the friends of humans, working and living alongside each and every one of us.
We ruined it, didn't we? We ruined it.
We did. What happened was that we worshipped a creation giant. Not us personally, but these Native Americans worshipped a creation giant named Moushop.
Oh, aye.
The Puckwidgie were not into this
No.
at all. They fell out and have not been pals since.
Sad.
How do you deal with a Puckwidgie? I hear you ask.
Yep.
They are best left alone. If you do find one, stay well clear. They hold a grudge. If you mess with one or attempt to apologise for worshipping any sort of giant, creation or otherwise, they will start shit with you. The Puckwidgie are known for kidnapping people, pushing folk off cliffs, attacking and killing people with spears and knives, or blinding enemies with sand to the eyes. Blamed for 99% of suicides that happen in the woods of America. How do you defend yourself?
Wait, by who?
I don't know. How do you defend yourself against a Puckwidgie? I hear you ask again.
Stay out of the woods.
1. Salt. 2. Iron.
Yeah.
3. The Lord's Prayer. That's the Puckwidgie. I've drawn an image of the Puckwidgie.
Oh my god.
There he is.
Hideous.
There he is with these long fingers and elongated features.
I'm liking this a lot. Well, definitely this time we'll
Yeah.
definitely take a picture and put it up on the website.
Hideous. He's creating some fire there and just looking at it with sheer delight from his eyes. The Puckwidgie.
I can see the delight in his eyes. You've really captured
Can you
it.
see the Adidas trackies?
Is that a Adidas 3-stripe or Adidas Generous with 4?
That's Adidas spot on. I'll take a photograph of that just now so I don't forget. That's the Puckwidgie, ladies and gents.
Perfect. Well, look, I don't know
Fantastic.
about you guys, but I'm fucking knackered.
It's
Oh.
definitely time for a wee nap.
Let's have a wee nap. Let's take a quick break.
Nice to take a wee step back from everything that's
Yep.
going on. Just relax a while, eh? We're all three friends, and of course Chris, 4 friends, just living life. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, tell you what we'll do. We'll have a wee bit of fun.
Yeah. Up. Let's
Yeah.
have some fun.
Let's have some fun. We asked our readers out there on Twitter a 1-question survey. Please complete this. Let us know what you think. The question this time was, you are briefly given control of a light aircraft as you fly over the Scottish countryside. Do you? Okay. 1. Keep her steady. Maybe a few jostles to the left and right just to assert your dominance. Try to be funny by dipping the plane suddenly, making a big whoa sound as you do so. 3. Plough that thing into the fucking ground immediately. Let's just go
Glad
through.
you said the ground. The whoa, of course.
The whoa.
Yeah.
Chris?
I'd keep it steady.
I keep it steady too. I'd like that. Show a bit of dominance.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the winner was plough that thing into the fucking ground immediately, but it was a slim margin. There was only one vote in it.
Well, look, you can't.
Whoa was the second.
Good.
Yeah.
You can't account for people's tastes, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
So we've got our own mystery unfurling out in the backyard at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a police search helicopter buzzing around the top of my house.
Do you think they could see the pentagram that I drew earlier?
It's very possible that that's what they might be looking for, some kind of satanic ritual going on.
I mean, you did it in petrol, and the grass will eventually die. But if you put a light to it, that'd be amazing.
If you put a light it, that'd be good.
Look like the Crow. But we'll keep you updated
Can't
with
rain
if we
all the
see
time.
some kind of hoodlum or gangster leaping the fences.
I
between
definitely
gardens.
locked your front door.
Good.
Or a police shooting.
Or a police shooting.
Well.
Sadly, all too familiar sight in the news.
Especially with what I just said about Ted Heath.
That's true. But I'll be getting cut out anyway.
So, onwards and upwards, boys.
Yes.
We have two more beasts to add into the mix before we
That's
can
true.
finally decide which one of these four will become our bi-weekly beast of the week.
Yep,
Excellent. Well, let me tell you about Jormungandr. He's a god from the Norse myths. Born of Loki and a giantess, Angraboa. He's a typical middle child, growing up with his brother, Fenrir the Great Wolf, and his sister, Hel. They live the happy suburban life until, scratch record, until he's kidnapped by Odin and thrown into the sea. Sad, sad, sad. Odin, you see, had heard a prophecy that the children of Loki and Angraboa, which is Norse for the one who brings grief and she who offers sorrow, might grow up to be trouble for him. In fact, it's prophesied that Odin himself would be devoured by Fenrir and that Thor and Jormungandr would kill each other during Ragnarok. So Odin did what he must to protect his family. He's a family man,
Understandable.
doing what he must. So what does Jormungandr look like, you ask? Well, he's a serpent so large that he coils his body around the very world itself. Sailors have reported that seeing islands that move and disappear, and they say those are in fact his back.
I feel I would have noticed that.
Yeah, you would think. His every breath is a poison. You know how I was saying that he's wrapped his entire body around the world, and
Yeah.
he's got his tail in his mouth? Well, when he lets go, Ragnarok. That's it. The sea will rear up, and Jormungandr, twisting and writhing in fury as he makes his way towards the land. With his every breath, he will stain the soil and tear the sky apart with his poison. Now, I know what you're asking. What does he do in the weekend? Do you know what I mean? I mean, we know what he can do, but what does he do? And basically, him and Thor like to prank each other. They just
Right.
like to give each other little frights, and they're like. So one of these pranks, one day, Jormungandr gets a giant king to turn him into a giant cat because he's heard that Thor's coming this way. So he gets turned into the giant cat. Thor arrives, and the giant king is all like, "Thor, you're pretty strong, eh? But bet you can't lift this cat butt." So Thor grabs the cat, pushes, pulls, and strains, but can only lift one paw off the ground. The giant king tells Thor that it's actually Jormungandr, and they're all like, "Ha lol." Another time Thor went fishing, so he goes up to his pal Hymir, the giant, who also loves to fish. Hymir's a bit apprehensive, especially because Thor is obviously wrecked. So he's like, "Mate, I've got no bait. We can't go fishing." So Thor knocks off Hymir's ox's head, and he's like, "There's bait." So he gets dragged out fishing.
He still
And
goes fishing after all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a
I guess he's
You've
killed
got a
his
drunk
ox.
Norse god with a hammer that's just knocked the head off your prize ox. What are you going to do?
Not go fishing.
You're going fishing, pal. So they go out into the deep, and cast off with the ox's head as bait. And obviously Jormungandr catches the ox's head. So he starts to reel him in, and he pulls Jormungandr up, and they come face to face. The serpent obviously dribbling poison and blood.
Yeah.
So Thor reaches for his hammer, he's going to hit Jormungandr and do him in. But Hymir, in fear, cuts him loose.
Oh, okay.
And Thor's wildly pissed off, throws his hammer into the sea after Jormungandr, punches Hymir, and paddles back to shore.
What a prank.
Yeah, what a prank, what a prank. The final meeting between Thor and Jormungandr is predicted to occur at Ragnarok. Jormungandr will come out of the ocean and poison the sky. Thor will kill Jormungandr and then walk 9 paces before falling dead, having been poisoned by the serpent's venom.
That sounds like a bit of a rip-off of
Jormungandr.
Optimus Prime and Megatron's fight.
It is. It is.
Very
It really
similar.
is.
A
There
little
you
too
go.
similar.
Eh?
That's
Yeah.
metal as shit, though.
I'm really hoping that the metal came up as the wild card, but it didn't.
Fear Factor's pretty big, though.
Fear Factor's pretty
like
big.
for a giant serpent.
Fucking
I
giant serpent.
fucking what's his face? Heimdall was afraid of him. Then
He is a giant.
yeah.
A giant. Let me quickly tell you guys about the Draugr. These lads are undead creatures from Norse mythology also, Christopher. So there's a wee link there. Draugr like to live in their graves, often guarding treasure buried with them in their burial mound. They are animated corpses,
Right.
if you will.
Okay.
Unlike ghosts, don't
Like
make
funny
that
bones?
mistake, Jerry. Don't say that they're ghosts, because they're not. They're animated corpses. They have a corporeal body, arms, willies, fannies, the whole work. And at this point,
Can
you're
you
thinking...
confirm this?
I can confirm I've got lots of etchings. You're thinking, fair enough, zombies. That's fine. I've seen this 1,000 times before, Gavin. Can they do anything like, do they have great physical strength, or do they have the ability to bloat themselves to the size of oxen? Yes. Yes, they do. Draugr can appear as you'd expect, bloated, covered in sores, decaying and shedding their skin and their flesh, but they can bloat to huge sizes, increasing their weight proportionately. And some reports say of Draugr as large as oxen. Pure, big, useless lumps who can't move without help. That's quite good, isn't it?
That's pretty good.
It's a good talent, isn't it? Just bloat yourself up and be like, oh, what can help me up?
Think of all the ways that could be useful.
Yeah. What?
If you come on here, I'll
Exactly.
come here, you.
Put your thigh in my mouth. For the slightly more svelte undead who can run about, they like to crush their victims with their bloated forms, devouring them.
Get the London look.
Am I right? Sometimes they prefer to employ the more supernatural side. They enter the dreams of folk and turn them mad.
Like Friday.
Crazy. Draugr like to make sure they leave a small token, though, as proof of the visit. So that
Okay.
when you wake up, you're like, that wasn't a dream. I'm going fucking mental. That is something out there after me. Right nasty bastards, you'd think. But one thing that the Draugr loves is pals. Friendship. Which is a point I'll leave you on, which is a little story from Northern Lore that I read today that I quite liked. It's an encounter of Aran and Asmund, sword brothers, who made an oath if one should die, the other would sit vigil with him for 3 days inside the burial mound. When Aran died, Asmund brought his own possessions into the barrow, brought banners, which you do, you bring your banners, you
Yep.
bring armour, he brought his hawk, his hound, and his horse with him as well.
Always the 3 H's.
And then he set himself to wait the agreed upon 3 days. During the first night, Aaron got up from his chair, he killed the hawk and the hound and ate them. Hungry boy. On the second night, he got up again from his chair and he killed the horse, tore it to pieces. He took great bites of horse flesh with his teeth, the blood streaming from his mouth while he was eating.
Nice.
Tasty. The third night, Asmund became very drowsy. The first thing he knew, Aran had got him by the ears and told him off.
Oof.
That's the fucking end of that story. That is literally how it goes. It's like, I tore his ears off. Like, and then what? Like, no, that's the end of it.
That was that, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean? And then what?
What do you mean? These boys have also been in things like World of Warcraft.
Aye.
You ever played World of Warcraft?
Nope.
Never heard of it, man.
No. The Witcher games, the Castlevania games, they're very big in the Norse mythology games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Draugr in them.
Are they the red shirts, the anonymous Nazis of?
Yeah, they're pretty much your
Cannon fodder.
your cannon fodder of the gaming world. But yeah, pretty nasty
I
bastards,
wonder
man.
if there is. I know I jokingly interjected with Freddie when you mentioned about them chasing dreams, but I wonder if there is a Draugr Kruger connection.
Oh man, you never know. Actually, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, there definitely is. He's obviously inspired the Nightmare on Elm Street series, which is massive.
It's Wes Craven's seminal series.
New Nightmare. Well, that appears to be it, boys. All 4 of our beasts have been now
Unleashed.
brought into the open.
Yep.
And now all it takes is for us to put them against the Pentacle system to decide which one of them will be brought into the real world and set loose upon our
I don't
readers.
think it's going to be an easy choice this week. I think we've got a
It's
lot
a-
of strong
It's
contenders.
difficult.
I think mine wins.
Okay. So we'll be back in what is to you, the reader, mere seconds. Not even. Almost an instantaneous cut. But for us, it'll be a series of days.
Yeah,
Luckily, Gavin, you've brought your hawk.
that's true.
Jerry, his horse. And Chris, his hound.
And you've
I've
brought your.
some heroin.
You've also brought some horse.
yeah.
fucking get his past acids.
Oh, physical strength. He's long and strong and taking ripping hits from the bong. It's Jormungandr.
Murderousness. These guys are Norse, of course, and nobody kills more than the Norse, of course, unless, of course, the Draugr.
Disgustery.
They're bloated like oxen, they're like Graham Coxon, they are disgusting. The Draugr.
Influence.
They're in games, movies, and hanging out either side of their speedos on the beach. The Tanuki.
The wild card.
Don't fear the dark, fear Jormungandr.
I like that.
And so we find ourselves in a very peculiar predicament,
It's never happened before.
other than other times.
Yep.
We have a draw on our hands.
Yeah, two
What
for
are we going
two.
to do?
Well, it falls to us to do the only thing we can do, which is check on our final hidden category,
Yes.
which is more metal.
Which is more metal? Now, the secret to this special secret super bonus round is that we will search for each beast in turn using Google's image search device.
Or guess, as the kids are calling it these days.
That's the one, guess. And using the first image that appears in the UK Google search for images.
It's got to be a code.
Gotta be a-
On
gotta be
Phil's
a
machine.
UK on a Apple MacBook 2012 model. That will be the basis for which is the most metal.
Okay, if you'd like to see these pictures to make your own judgment, it won't matter what you think, but
You can play
you
along
see
at
them on the
home.
website.
It's redundant, but you can play along at home. So here
Okay,
we
so let's
are.
pull these up here. And first, good luck spelling Chris's one, or even mine.
That's true enough. Who would like to go first?
Christopher.
Christopher,
Christopher would like to go first.
I will give you the spelling.
Please spell your beast out to me in phonetic
In
terms, please.
Down the mic.
For Juliet.
Juliet, Oscar, Romeo,
Oscar, Romeo.
Mike,
Uh-huh.
Umbrella,
It's okay. The Google's intuitive search engine has provided the rest of the spelling for us.
Are you happy with that, Christopher?
yes.
I'm going to hit the return button
no,
now.
I'm not. Hold on.
Oh,
Jormungandr.
An R at the end, please.
1 hour added to the end.
Perfect. And now hit the magic space key. /
Here we go.
And now hit it again for an image search.
And then images.
Oh, the
Oh,
first thing there.
Dear, it's some kind of
Anime
No,
bullshit.
no, 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 no,
Some
no,
kind
no,
of
no, no. It's
anime
corrected.
bullshit.
It's corrected that to something else.
Okay,
It's
we're going to
corrected
hit
that
this
it's
one with
removed
the R.
which I said specifically to add.
Oh,
That is
no.
better. That is much better.
That's
very
fucking metal.
Oh, that's metal as shit.
That is
No.
a strong contender. Let's just hit save image as, because
That's
that will
so
need to
metal.
be added
It's
to the website.
A Viking ship being.
Fighting a beast.
What we've got here
Yeah.
is an image from wallpaper in HQ.com because we will not remember to put a reference to the image on the website,
That's
so
true.
we'll do it
We did.
audibly just now.
That's definitely true.
You can see the serpent beast himself writhing under the moon with a Norse longship battling against the waves.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh my god!
I'm
his,
happy to concede on
his
that point.
eyes
almost.
and mouth illuminating the night sky,
God.
tearing the world asunder. Gavin,
Yep.
How do you
please
spell your bullshit?
spell
How
your,
do you
spell your beast for me.
Your fanny rubbish. It's D for Delta,
Uh-huh.
R for Romeo,
Yep.
A for Alpha,
Uh-huh.
U for Uniform,
Uh-huh.
G for Golf,
Uh-huh.
and R for Romeo.
Let's go. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
You know, it's reasonably metal.
It's taken from the game Skyrim
It's coming from Skyrim.
from Bethesda.
Yep, it's a skeleton
It
style
is a
warrior.
skeleton beast. You can see his kneecaps there.
Yep, you can see he's got glowing blue eyes. He's in a
Certainly
dungeon.
does.
Yeah, it's not as metal as that one. As metal
I've
as
got to say, as a close run,
it is close run.
metal
but
off.
I think it's easy to see who the winner is here, which is
Chris's
Jormungandr.
beast.
Yeah,
Jormungandr. So there's only one question left to ask, Chris. Please bellow to the sky.
What is real?
Jormungandr is real.
And yet another beast falls from the world of mythology into the reality
Into
around
the
us.
reality.
What it'll do in the real world, we can't tell. Maybe we'll see it again in the final when all the beasts will be pit against each other one last time.
Hopefully somebody is taking note of all the beasts that are winning.
Exactly, and all the beasts that
Of
we're
course.
bringing generally, so we don't repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
Which we should have been doing from the start. So,
Yeah.
with that, comes to close of another show.
Yeah, that's the end.
Everyone
of it.
feel very positive about what we've done here today.
I
Glad
think
we've
we've
sent
done
the
something
Jormungandr
really,
out.
really good here. I don't think there's anything else we have to do. Yeah, that's the end of the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No quiz?
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, the quiz.
We can't just end it like that, guys.
Tell you what, let's have a bit of fun.
Okay, yeah.
Now, as is the way of things, I'm going to ask you to provide. I'm going to provide you, with a series of supernaturally charged joke setups.
Okay.
And I want you to give me the answers. Please, of course, say your name before you answer, and please give me the horse-shitting respect
The horse eating respect.
of letting me finish the setup before barreling in with your answer.
Please.
Okay, so are we ready? I'm just going
Yes.
to take this pen here so I can mark some scores, some points.
Yeah, please do.
PKG meter. That doesn't work. It's not the same thing.
It's similar.
Okay.
Not quite there.
These are particularly pish, and I really laughed at these today. What is a mummy's favourite type of music?
Oh.
What a mummy's favourite music? Think of genres of music.
Jerry,
Jerry?
is it ragtime?
It's not ragtime, but that is
better.
good.
That is better.
Chris?
What do you mean better? You don't know the answer.
No, but that's going to be better than whatever it is.
Is it shuffle?
It's not. It's rap. See, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, you're just banging the wall.
You're just bang out the order. 2. Why can't the boy ghost have babies? Why can't the boy ghost have babies?
Phil. Because he's got no body to fuck.
This is a family show.
Alright,
my friend.
sorry.
Anyone? It's
Chris?
because Chris.
Because he's got no womb.
No, it's not because he's got no womb. It's because he has a Halloweenie. Yeah,
What? What's wrong with your weenie being hollow?
I don't know. It's not very inclusive either because there's plenty of options out there for willing dads to be.
That's true enough. Adoption.
Where does Count Dracula usually eat his lunch?
You're ashamed.
It's so good. Where does Dracula eat his lunch?
Is it like a restaurant or a room?
It's a room.
Okay.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Is it the drawing room?
It's not the drawing room. Why would
Drawing blood.
What?
Oh, that's good.
No. I'll tell you, boys.
Go for it.
The Cascateria.
That is right.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? What happens when a ghost gets lost in the fog? This is also a peach. What happens when a ghost gets lost in the fog?
Oh man, I'm stuck on that Cradle of Filth song now though. What happens when a ghost gets lost in the fog?
Come on, boys.
This should be easy.
I don't know. I've got a feeling it's about sending out a search party or something like that, but
What happens when a ghost gets lost in the fog? He is missed.
oh,
Yeah.
très bien.
Last one. This is a chance. Whoever gets this wins. If you get this, you win. Seeing it again from earlier. Why did the vampire read the Wall Street Journal? It's so bad.
Phil,
Uh-huh.
check his blood stocks.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right.
not right though.
It's not what we're looking for. You're close, but it's not the answer.
Oh, to check the blood banks.
No. Why did the vampire read the Wall Street Journal? Because I heard it had great circulation.
Oh, that's really good.
I was quite surprised at the jokes this one. I was like, they're really bad, but at the same time.
Yeah, there's a cut above.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for listening, everybody. No points, nobody won the quiz.
No, nobody
That's
won
the
the
first
quiz
time
this
that's
time.
ever happened.
Yep. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping.
Yeah,
before we
for
go,
sure, for sure.
if you will. Remember, you can obviously review our beautiful podcast on iTunes or many other places, but iTunes would help us reach the dizzy heights
Yeah.
of the podcast charts.
Absolutely. You can also reach us by sending us an email at.
Geshcast@gmail.com.
You can send us a tweet on Twitter.
At Geshcast.
And you can in fact join our Facebook group. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Our Facebook group got 20 members.
Oof.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. Reach.
Get the
boys.
fucking finger out,
How do
readers.
you go about joining the Facebook group?
Search for Geshcast Podcasts. It's a really great community.
And if you want to see any of the images, videos, or anything that we talk about each week on Supernatural Entertainment System, how would I go about doing that?
All you have to do is go to www.geshcast.com.
It's easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Simple.
have an interest in computer games, you can listen to our sister podcast.
Indeed, Geshcast Gaming Podcast.
It's available for you through multiple channels. Listen, what have you all got planned for the rest of the week?
Jerry,
Putting you on the spot.
Nothing. Might got a gig at the weekend. That's about it.
What are you going to
you
see?
go see?
Echo and the Bunnyman.
In Kelvin Grove?
Yes. Aye.
Excellent.
Oh, very
Good stuff.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
I love their last album.
I love their Killing Moon.
Yes.
Chris, are you up to anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't
Gavin?
have anything to do anymore.
I'll be doing a lot of drawing.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of drawing. I've got a few commissions I need to get done.
He's a busy boy. If you need to see any of Gavin's illustrious artwork, how would you go about doing that, Gavin?
You go to gavinspence.com.
I highly recommend it. He's a very talented, beautiful young boy.
I'm very good.
I have a long weekend this weekend,
Oh, is that right?
so I'm just going to be going buck wild. It's my little boy's first birthday,
That's true.
Oh,
That's very
so we're
true.
going to be celebrating with the fam.
Yeah.
You know,
Good.
Back to Aaron.
never going back to Aaron. But thanks again for listening.
Yep. If you listen at the end of the credits, you'll hear a spooky story as well.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, extra content.
Extra hashtag content.
Look, guys, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time.
Viva la raza, everybody. And remember, bite the beef.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.